Jason Yun. Hey, what's up, Improvement Warrior? Jason Yun, back with you again. Hope you are having a fabulous day. Today I wanted to talk to you about sleep, which is probably the most important thing that we do. And if it starts sucking, then we basically start sucking. We lose energy, our metabolism slows down, our hormones go out of whack, we get fatter, we get diseases, we get basically everything. So I wanted to talk to you a few tips about sleep, and I've done an entire podcast on sleep where I went over 36 sleep tips. If you want the PDF of the 36 sleep tips, just message me, DM me, or leave a comment down below. But I'm just going to go over the most important ones here. And obviously, I want to talk about the elephant in the room when it comes to sleep. And that elephant, well, there's multiple elephants in the room when it comes to sleep. But one of them I want to talk about is coffee. Okay? Do you need to give up coffee? The answer is yes and no. So coffee, remember, caffeine is a drug, so it's not something you want to be on and have to rely on to get you through the day. If you are relying on it, it's basically you're telling yourself your sleep sucked and you need some stimulant to get you through the day. So I always say, if you are going to drink coffee, then you need to up your water intake. So say, I just gave an example of, say you're drinking 100 ounces. So eventually you want to be drinking at least half your body weight in ounces. Okay, but let's just say, for example purposes, you're drinking 100 ounces of water a day, and let's say you drink 10 ounces of coffee. So if you're doing that, I always say drink 2 extra ounces on top of what you're already drinking, or you're supposed to be drinking, from the coffee. So if you're drinking a 10-ounce coffee and you're drinking 100 regular ounces, that should be now 120 ounces of water. And that's good water, obviously. No fluoride, no tap water, no crap water. Okay? Because the main detriment to coffee is that it dehydrates us. So our mitochondria makes water. Okay? And if you are dehydrating yourself, then nothing in our body is going to work properly. Things are going to start slowing down. You're going to be losing energy. You're going to be needing more coffee, more carbohydrates to basically give you a energy boost, ATP boost. Okay, but that's not what we want. Now, if you are drinking coffee every day, I always say switch to drink regular coffee for 1 week, then switch to a decaf, or go half and half for a week, then go decaf for 1 week, then go back. Okay? If you're having symptoms, headaches, really low energy, okay, that's a symptom that you are addicted and you're reliant on that coffee, and we never want to become reliant on a drug. Caffeine is a drug. All right? So those are just some tips for the coffee. But then when you sleep, okay, some of the most important tips are: room should be as dark as possible. Okay, if you have an alarm clock that's emitting light throughout the entire night, get rid of that. Go to a battery-operated thing. You can use your phone, but turn the phone around, because we don't want, and obviously it's on airplane mode, because we don't want it dinging and notifications coming up and that blue light coming on and disturbing your sleep. So as dark as possible. Obviously phone should be off or on airplane mode, and you obviously want the Wi-Fi off. You want any non-native EMF off, because that will not, the number one thing with non-native EMF, dehydrates you. Okay? So it dehydrates you, and things don't work, and just like coffee. Okay? And so if you're drinking coffee and you're drinking it under Wi-Fi, you're drinking it under blue lights, you're drinking it under, your phone is in your pocket, which you should never do, all that stuff. Okay? Bad things happen. The big thing with sleep is our 2 change programs. The recovery programs are autophagy and apoptosis. So autophagy is basically cellular recycling, mitochondrial recycling, and apoptosis is basically cell suicide, programmed cell suicide. Okay, so it's supposed to be done on purpose. Okay, and you don't want it. We're taking out the bad cells, taking out the bad proteins. All right, but when you don't sleep right, you don't get into proper deep sleep, REM sleep. You don't take those proteins out. So you're using the same proteins over and over and over again. Okay? That's why Michael Jackson died at 50. All right? So he's an extreme case because obviously of how he lived his life, famous from 9 years old and whatnot. Obviously, sunglasses also had something to play with that. And not being able to create beta endorphins. So he had to go to sleeping pills and drugs and whatnot. Okay? But we don't want that to happen to you. So if your sleep sucks, we need to fix it. Okay? Now, other thing I'll cover is, real quick, is never ever take a melatonin supplement. Not never ever, but for the most part, never take a melatonin supplement. Typically, the only time is when you're flying and you're trying to reset your circadian rhythm, but otherwise, don't take it, because if your body makes it, you are not so designed to take it. So that's sleep. Sleep 101. But if you want more information on it, again, I've got the 36 document, or 36 sleep tip document. Message me or comment down below if you want that. You can check out the 36-day or 36 tip sleep podcast I did, improvementwarriorfitness.com/IWP7, and that will take you to that podcast, so you can watch that there, or just subscribe to the podcast on your favorite podcast thing, and it's episode 7. But otherwise, I will talk to you later. I do have a webinar later tonight in my private group, improvementwarriorfitness.com/IWUFB. It is on daylight savings time, which really screws up our sleep, because we typically wake up when it's dark, and most people are going to work when it's dark, and they're coming home when it's dark, and that creates a whole host of problems in regards to our hormones and our happy feelings and all that stuff. So join the group so you can get the link, and if you have any questions about anything, sorry, there's a bunch of pop-ups popping up and I don't know what to do with them. But if you have any questions about sleep or anything else health related, let me know. That is why I'm here. I am coaching you to the best version of you. Okay? We all need coaches, and if we're doing it on our own, Dan John says if you have yourself as a coach, you have a I forget the exact quote, but you have an idiot for a coach. So if you are coaching yourself, you have an idiot for a coach. Okay? And unfortunately, a lot of people have idiots coaching them. But that's it for another video. So let's go. Let's get some good sleep. Follow those tips. And yeah, hopefully I'll see you on the webinar. But otherwise, have a great day. Stay strong. Stay positive. Be the improvement warrior. Get outside.